How, mother. Everyone. Welcome to Streamin Demons. My name is Joe. My co host is Amelie. Hellos. She's saying hello. Hello. Today, Streamin Demons, we have a special one from you. We have from the creators of R.I.P. R.I.P. Man. Man. We've got The Cellar, a 2024 horror movie from director and writer Jamie Langlands, starring Meghan Adara, Neil James, Charlotte Marshall. Charlotte Marshall also started writing it with Jamie and Obi Dean. So this one came again from magically nowhere for me. It was one of the things we were talking about R.I.P. Man, and I appreciated this. I mean, we loved the movie, so we're talking with the team with it. And like, oh, we got another one for you. I'm like, cool. And they sent this, and we had to sit on it for a while because we had like the other movies we needed to crunch out. And then Joe Bob Briggs's Last Drive-In, Cold Christmas, coldcruelchristmas.com for the auction right now. I'm getting outbid on some things. I'm winning some things. Nice. So all that madness had to happen, and then we got some time to watch it. And I'll read you the IMDb. A young girl wakes up imprisoned underground with amnesia. She must escape, unravel the mystery behind her captivity, and confront her personal struggles. A suspenseful tale of survival, truth, and inner turmoil unfolds. Horror movie, hour 25 minutes. And it's won like a bazillion fucking awards. Like, I'm looking at IMDb, it's 43 wins. Just all over. We watched this 2 days ago? Was it Thursday? Today we're recording Saturday.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
And and you were like, what, 1 a.m. when you were watching it, I think, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Like we started kind of
It was
late.
easy to watch.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I was like, we started watching it late, and usually for this is more of a slow burn. It's like I would say it's more of a psychological drama horror than like, are there blood and guts? Yeah, right. There's some blood and guts, but it's more psychological drama. It's more of that. And so sometimes if you watch those that late at night, the slower burns are like, you start, uh, but no, it held your attention, right?
Yeah, especially it was really smart. Like the victim was not a victim, like powerless victim, far away from the caricature. The storyline was interesting.
Very
The
interesting.
text was good. I watched it. It was low budget, but entertaining.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head. It's low budget in a way that it makes you feel good. Like I would watch this at Gen Con. Like I can imagine this being screened at different places that do shows like Gen Con or whatever the Fangor is going to be, and it does well. It does well. The release date was November 4th, 2025 in the United States, so it's still relatively new. I guess 2024 was the when it came in the UK. And Meghan Adara, who plays Abigail, she has to kind of carry the entire movie. Like without her, the movie is like 10 minutes. So this is someone who's carrying the
Yes.
entire fucking movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because most of the screen time it's her in different situation and she's acting very well and she doesn't have any text. So it's just body language, situation, etc. And it's very well done. Like she's really good.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of those things where I was watching something for the last drive-in yesterday, and I didn't get to make this. I got my ass handed to me on X, by the way. Yesterday I was on X for the first time in 2-3 years, and I like one follower because I guess someone like my email address popped up and they said, yeah, invite, whatever. I did the first movie to do the live tweeting on X. I got my ass handed to me for like 2 fucking hours of just like crickets, just like soul crushing nothingness. I was like, fuck. Okay. I went back to Blue Sky for the second movie, and everything like starts lighting up again. Like, oh, people like me. They really like me. So when I'm seeing stuff, I have no idea. When I'm seeing stuff in the movie for the Last Drive, and the first movie has like these classical actresses where when they're not saying something, you can see how acting can be done. It's easier to act when you have a bunch of dialogue, unless it's like one big block of dialogue is too much, whatever it's gonna be. But to react with the face and the presence and stuff like that, that's the things that most people don't do anymore. And when I saw it in the last drive-in last night, I was like, holy crap, that's exactly what Meghan Adara was doing. She's acting every moment she's on cam. And it's not a lot of written word. She's not a lot of spoken word. But you feel the tension, you feel what she's going through because she's an amazing actress. And award
Exactly,
winning,
yes.
by the way. So we both liked it, and I made fun. I won't say why. I did make fun of you once during the movie. I'm like, oh, you'd be screwed because she doesn't play victim like, oh no, I'm helpless victim. She's very proactive, and I don't think this is going to be a spoiler. It happens in the first like 5 minutes of the movie. She uses her bra to get out of a tough situation.
Yes, I really like that scene because compared to the other movie we watch, it's always like, oh my God, Michael, oh, there is an
Yeah,
entity in the house, we're going to die. And they scream and they die, and voila. Here we have a woman who is laid back, pretty normal, street style, in the movie, and she uses her bra to open the gate. And she's
right.
really good at it, and she grab a bra and she uh,
Hooks
use
it
it
up,
as
latches it.
a level and everything. And we were like, see, you will be in a situation, you would be fucked because you don't wear a bra. And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
I know.
The only thing is, she goes back to the basement and I'm like, girl, no, I would do differently. But
Run away.
I really like that movie because the place they filmed the movie is very interesting. It's very beautiful. There is a lot of details. It's not using CGI too much. It's really situation
Yeah,
scare.
really.
Running around, what does she do, etc. And she's so entertaining. Like she does different thing and doesn't need a long dialogue, doesn't need CGI. She's really good at it. And yeah, I like the movie. I didn't
I agree.
understand the end of the movie, but
It was 2 a.m. for you by that time.
yeah. I was waking up
Uh,
in the morning and my friend was like, so what did you do yesterday? I watched a movie. What is it about? Um, people turning into snakes. And they were like trying to imagine. I'm like, yeah, but she used a bra. She's
she's a
smart. She used
bra
a bra.
like this, right?
And
Exactly.
there is
Yeah, but that's the
snakes.
thing. I I agree, and in a good way. In a good way, because none of us woke up and said, "Oh, that was a waste." I was like, "Oh, that was a good movie. What's it about? How do I explain this?"
Yeah.
And that's a
And the
sign of a good movie
actors,
for
yeah.
me. Sometimes it's easier to explain in a movie, like in the big
Hmm.
major tropes, and we can probably nail this one down pretty well. But it's the okay, what is it? What, like, how does it end? Well, we can't really spoil it for you because we can't. Like, even if I told you exactly what bit by bit what happens, it's like trying to spoil the ending of Inception. You can't. You can't
Yes, you can. So
without
you
giving.
you make me you just put me in situation like, for example, I was with a friend. She's like, so what did you do last Saturday? Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm having a podcast with a friend from America. Oh, lovely. What was the movie you watched? Well, it was about a big dick, big
Oh yeah,
and a
the previous one.
gossip and stuff. So try to explain that. And then, so what movie did you watch? Well, people who are turned into snakes, but not snake like that. Like, it's just, but it's one character. She's Irish. She's a fantastic actress. Then people try to find her online. And I'm like, yeah, I think I saw her there. Is it this actress? So yeah,
Yeah,
she make a great impression on me. The
like
actress
influencers. Yeah.
who, after the big pig, I can't, the big dick, I don't know what,
Big. What
good,
was it? And for those who don't know, we're talking about Pig Hill. The previous one
yeah,
we
yeah.
recorded was for Pig Hill,
It's a big
and
pig with a
I
big
think that's
dick.
the we got two things out of it, three, and oddly enough, it goes with this movie really well
Yeah.
because the one thing we picked out was the dialogue, big dick pig, whatever, or big pig dick, whatever it was like the only intelligible thing that was said for a while in that movie. And then you had like the lighting was shit. Like it was so fucking
Dark,
just on
useless,
purpose
and
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you watch this movie where it happens in a fucking cellar. And guess what? You can see things. It's
Mm-hmm.
lit well.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's supposed to be dark because they're using a little blue tinting. You know it's like, oh, it's dark down here. I get this. But I can also see things, which is nice because what's this called? It's a movie. You're supposed to fucking see it.
You, yeah, and you have different lighting. And for
Yeah.
example, they have a AA meeting, so you see everything is blue. You have the past, the present, the dream. You go to different places who are light off, but you see the different thing. In
Yeah.
the sort of hotel she is, it's dark but very gold. It's really well done.
It's well done, and one of the major issues, and then it's easy to see like from one movie to another why we didn't take to one movie because we just couldn't physically see anything on it, and the acting was just like what the actual fuck, and all these other things were adding on to it. And then you get this one, and it's like, oh wow, all of those things that we had an issue with last week, this is like a balm. This is so well done. It's the writing smart. The acting is phenomenal. The lighting, I can't tell you how happy I was to able to just see these fucking scenes. Because they didn't have to. It's called The Cellar. They could have just done this black bullshit and been done with it. But no, they actually took time with their craft. And the one, I say, issue that we had with R.I.P. Man was some of the sound in the group settings gets washed. I think that was one of the issues we had then. Everything else in the movie we love, and this movie does not have that issue. The sound is perfect. Everything is done kind of by the numbers. The poster is kind of cool. It's got the awards all over it. And this is one thing, because we won't spoil it. It's really hard to talk about the movie without giving major plot points away. We'll just say
Mm-hmm.
once you start seeing the movie, it becomes evident of the direction the story's narrative takes. Like this happens, and then once you see this part, it's going to flash into the AA meeting again. And this happens once you see this
Correct.
part, it's going to
Yes.
flash into the right. So there's a narrative device that works like that, which I can say without spoiling, right? But it's fun. It kind of paces the movie well. This could have been a awful fuck pacing where you're just grinding through a slow burn for an hour 25 minutes, but it's not. It's not. And
Yeah,
for
and I had
psychological
jump
thriller, it's
scared.
nice.
I admit it to you, I had jump scared.
It's like, ah,
Like, yeah, no. I was really intrigued to see how she get out of the cellar. And there were a few times where I was like, whoa,
yeah,
I jumped.
it was decent. It was decent.
Yeah, it's not. So for those who like a lot of blood and everything, it's not like that. Not at all. It's pretty
That's R.I.P. Man.
realistic but jump scare, guys. Jump scare. Very simple jump scare.
And it pays off well. And they're not doing. I saw Conjuring Last Rites, and they try to do a jump scare, but by then you're like the 12 fucking Conjuring movie, and a doll. It doesn't frighten me. I'm so sorry. No. And here, it earns its jump scares because it's almost not. It's not even trying to. Like you don't feel like they're trying to force a jump scare. It is a jump scare because it's a jump scare, and because it's a natural one. It's not someone waiting behind the corner going boo. You know, which I do a lot, by the way. So if there's a lot of corners in your houses, I'm just saying, people, don't have me over. I would actually stand behind a corner or a sofa for days just to scare you. Warnings. Now, The Cellar 2024, I can't imagine this not being a theater movie. I think that works really well on a big screen. I would watch it with the whole popcorn and go in the movies type thing. It would be almost interesting to see in 3D because it can get claustrophobic with some of the underground stuff. But that's just me. Would you watch this in the theater?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I would like to point out the actress is so interesting and the plot of the actress is so interesting. It's really entertaining. Like,
Yeah.
I find the first 15 minutes of the movie way more entertaining than the Hollywood movie we watch nowadays. There
Yeah.
is no sexy scene. There is no woman in sexy clothes, if you see what I mean. She's really like jean t-shirt, shoes, and she's trying her best to get out. And she's got makeup, she try her best, she's not panicked, there is not fake tears or anything. It makes sense. Like, I really like it. I was looking at that, I was like, oh ho, even if she was in the Middle East trying to get out of prison, I was looking at that. Like, it's so realistic with the music, the sounds, the silence, etc.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
agree.
like it.
I like it, and like the same actress, I believe, is also allegedly someone in Rip Man. I'm gonna call it Rip Man, mate. No, R.I.P. Man. But it's what this almost reminds me of, and this might be unfair. It reminds me of some of Duncan Jones's old works, like when he was really putting out like Moon and Source Code and stuff like that, right? Because the Moon and Source Code are completely different fucking movies. Genre-wise, they're akin, but otherwise they're completely fucking different movies. R.I.P. Man and The Cellar, completely different fucking movies. And just like Source Code and Moon, Moon is more of the akin to The Cellar, right? It's more of a slow, cerebral environment, where Source Code is still cerebral, but it's more action packed, boom, 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 like R.I.P. Man or Rip Man, right? So I think this is going to be amazing. I do believe we're going to have him on for What's Cracking later on, and I can't wait to talk. And this is a great way to kind of wind down the year. If you have not seen The Cellar there's a lot of movies called The Cellar. So here we go. The Cellar with Jamie Langlands as director and writer, starring Meghan Adara. Watch that one. Rent it, stream it, don't steal it, pay for it. Rent it and stream it, right? Buy it. It's all good. And you will be entertained. It's rewatchable. If you think Inception is rewatchable, you're going to think The Cellar is rewatchable. If you hated Inception, still watch The Cellar because it's horror. I love it. I think that's fair, yeah? I think this is a rewatchable movie, especially.
Yeah, I think it's that's why I really like to watch, B movie, as I said, and movie who are low cost because often you can discover very interesting actors you never heard about, or there is synopses who are really interesting. The movie can be bad, but the synopsis really good. Or, for example, you can have a good laugh, but I'm telling you, the first 20 minutes of the movie, you're going to be entertained with just a little bit. And she's doing an excellent. She's great. She's great.
She's amazing. It's a good find. All right, The Cellar, 2024. Check it out. Up next, another episode of Streamin' Demons. Until then, we could talk about some dogmen next time. Until then, we wish all of your Christmases and holidays are not cold and cruel. So go to coolchristmas.com and check out Joe Bob Briggs's stuff. Buy some fright rags. Buy the big ass cups ups. Buy the cold cruel hoodies. the Cold Cruel t-shirts, all that and more for some great charities, including a lot that I've more than familiar with. Myself, Joe, and my co-host Amelie, we bid you good day. Bye, y'all. See you next time.
I hear a cat.